What's up, guys? Talk Movies with us here, back again for another movie review. And we're keeping the trend going with October, with the horror movies and such. And we just finished watching The Devil's Candy, starring Ethan Embry. If you guys may know him from Vegas Vacation, because that's where I know him from.
And he's been in a bunch of things here and there.
But a very different role in Vegas Vacation.
Very different role. And let me just say that Rusty is now very ripped.
Oh my god,
He's
ripped.
so ripped.
And he kind of has like a Woody Harrelson thing going in this movie.
He's all grungy, and I didn't mind.
So, anywho, the plot, the little quick rundown of The Devil's Candy. There's a family, pretty much a metalhead family, and they're looking to buy a new house. They come across a house that has a great deal, right?
And you know, there's always a catch when you find a house for a really cheap price.
There was some grisly murders that went down in this house, but hey, it's a good deal, and there's a studio in the back, because the guy Jesse, Ethan Embry's character, is a painter. So it's a perfect house, except for the fact of there were some shady things that went down in it, right?
Yes. When you first start watching this movie, you kind of get like an Amityville Horror feel to it, but this movie is definitely not like Amityville Horror.
No.
And I was very surprised.
I was surprised too. I mean, the only things I knew about this movie going in was it had a great heavy metal soundtrack, which is awesome for us, and that dude from Vegas Vacation was in it, and it got some positive things, and all the things I've heard about it really lived up to the hype for me.
This one was fantastic. It was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the story.
There was a lot of crazy imagery in this, because Jesse, the main character, he's a painter. So as soon as he moves into this house, you know, he gets a flood of visions. His visions are reflected in his paintings. So he paints up all this sadistic, you know, devilish paintings and images, and it's just really disturbing. And along with all the crazy visions that the new family is having in this new house, little do they know that a resident that used to live in the house years back is still plagued with these visions. And he's incorporated into the story, and he ends up, you know, creeping up and becoming a little bit of a nuisance to them. We'll keep it at that.
Yes, and the back and forth between the storylines is really seamless, and it's very well done. The shots are fantastic. Some of the cinematography looked really good.
Yeah. And just, you know, the theme of this movie is like the devil, and, you know, obviously the devil's candy, and it's...
You kind of figure out what the devil's candy is.
Yes.
We won't talk about it.
No, but that's pretty much it plot-wise. Ethan Embry's character, you know, I haven't seen him in a while, does a great job, you know.
Yes.
Really good performance by him.
I think the performances overall were really well done. His wife and his daughter, they were really good.
Very solid.
And the former resident of the house, very creepy. Makes you very uncomfortable, so that was very well done. You want to talk about any cons?
In the beginning, it is a little bit slow moving. I mean, not terribly. I really enjoyed it, but if as my only con is that I feel like the ending of the movie not saves it, but it gives it a notch higher. My rating will be a notch higher because of the ending to this movie.
Okay.
There is some great action incorporated, and heavy metal and blood, all in this fantastic finale of just heavy metal epicness. And just my con, like I said, a little slow moving in the beginning, but otherwise, yeah. So what about you?
I have to agree. I think the beginning was a little bit slow, but for me, they only scraped the surface of the whole story. I feel like they could have gone into more details about, you know, these visions and the painting, and I feel like they literally, because the movie was so short, it was only like an hour and 20 minutes. I feel like it could have gone into a little bit more depth, and for me, I think the ending was too quick.
Really?
I feel like they built up to this really awesome climatic moment, and then it just ended.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying about scratching the surface. I mean, the movie didn't feel short, but I feel like, you know, they could have dug a little deeper, because the story is kind of basic in a sense.
It is, but I mean, they did it in a very original way.
It's a very good way.
It's a storyline that we've obviously seen done quite a number of times in horror, but it definitely had a really nice twist to it, and it was
a really good interpretation.
It made it its own. So for that, I think that would be, for me, why I would give it a higher grade, just because it was more original.
This movie could have easily been released in theaters.
I think so too. We've had some great horror movies this year, and most of them weren't in theaters. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what is that saying? Maybe
I
they
know.
should stop making crap movies for
Yeah,
theaters.
exactly.
Yep.
So, ratings.
I am going to give it a B+, just because I wanted more from the story. It was so well done that I feel like if they put a little bit more effort into the more details, it would have been almost perfect for me. So,
Yes.
B+.
You know what? This was headed in B- territory for me, but like I said, that metal, bloody, horrific, awesome ending is I'll B+ as well. If you're a metal fan,
It meshed so
Metallica,
well.
oh man.
Oh yes, I think there was some Slayer in there. That is our review.
That is our review of The Devil's Candy. And if you guys noticed, we're holding up a sealed copy in our intro. And that is because we are giving this one away to our Patreon members. So this one's for you guys. We'll run a little contest for you guys on our Patreon page. And we'll pick the winner at random.
Yes.
And if you guys don't know, we have a Patreon. We've had it for about a month or month and a half or so.
Yep.
So, you know, if you guys want to support us, it's just another way you could show our support. Of course, the link is in the description.
Yes, and as always, give this video a big thumbs up.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how you guys enjoy The Devil's Candy.
Yes, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
See you later.